What if I told you that some people will hate you no matter what you do? Not because you're mean, not because you did something wrong, but because of who you are. It sounds unfair, and it is, but understanding why this happens can change everything. Because once you know the truth, you stop blaming yourself. We live in a world that teaches us to fit in, to be liked, to be accepted. But sometimes, no matter how kind you are, people still don't like you. You wonder what you did wrong. You replay conversations in your head. You change how you act. But here's the truth. Sometimes it's not about what you did, it's about what you represent. First, you might remind someone of something they don't like about themselves. This isn't something you do on purpose. You just exist. Maybe you're confident and they're not. Maybe you speak up and they stay quiet. Maybe you try new things and they stay stuck. They don't hate you. They hate the mirror you hold up to their own life. Second, some people hate you because you don't play their games. You don't gossip. You don't pretend to care about things you don't. You don't fake friendships. To them, this feels like rejection, like you think you're better than them. But you're not rejecting them. You're just protecting your peace. Third, people hate you when you outgrow them. When you read books they don't. When you set boundaries they ignore. When you chase dreams they gave up on. Growth makes people uncomfortable because it shows them they could be moving too. Fourth, you don't need their approval, and that drives some people crazy because approval is how they control others. When you stop seeking validation, you take away their power. You become unpredictable, unreachable. Fifth, you're honest. You don't sugarcoat. You don't lie to make people feel better. You say what's true, even when it's uncomfortable. Honesty scares people who live in denial because it forces them to face reality. Sixth, you simply exist differently. You think differently, you feel differently, you live differently. And for some people, different equals wrong. When you spend your life trying to be liked by everyone, something inside you breaks. You lose your voice, your identity, your sense of self. But when you accept that some people will never like you, you become free. Free to be yourself, free to grow, free to live without fear. So here's the question. Are you living for their approval or for your own truth? If this resonated with you, hit subscribe because understanding yourself is the first step to protecting your peace.